bunker, more often than not, I'm opening the face. We talked about this a little bit of the pitch shot section, not much though. We're working on more of a punch shot. I tend to open it up a little bit. All this does, when I open my face, what happens? Anybody?
The bounce is exposed.
Very good. I was expecting more loft, which is also true. But I change my bounce, which is right here, it's flat, standard. Now I've got a little bit more bounce on the club. The bounce is what's designed to help us get out of this bunker. And it does exactly what it's called. It bounces through the hitting zone. So it comes in a sense, digs into the grass, bounces underneath it, gets under the ball, gets the ball up and out. Without the leading edge, the sharp leading edge, that's going to dig. That's what I talked about earlier with the thin and the fat. So we want to use that bounce. Notice where my handle is when I do this, right? I open the face, and I let it bounce. Where's my handle go? Back that way. What I talked about before. On this motion, I want the club head getting through the hitting zone before the handle, right? So if we go ahead and open it up, we're already one step closer. What else does this do though when we open up the face? So we decided it adds loft.
Adds loft, so you're gonna have to hit it. You have to swing harder.
Might have to swing harder because it's going to go higher up and not as far forward. Let's look at it this way. I open up my face. What does that do?
More bounce.
More bounce. We talked about that. Where's my face pointed?
To the right.
Pointing, yeah, pointing
To the right. So what am I going to have to change?
Direction.
My set. Yep. My stance.
Yeah, what's the difference then in when you say open your face, doing it like this or doing it like that? In other words, laying the club face open like that versus moving like that. I mean, it's just
Okay. So the question was, what's the difference of taking the face and laying it open, basically rotating my hands open? My hands always correlate with the face, right? Hopefully, in my grip. So I'm laying the hands open, laying the face open. How is that adding loft different than when I take it to the front of my stance, like I talked about in the pitch shot, trying to add a little bit of loft? Difference is the hitting zone. So here I lay my face open, right? My hitting zone stays the same. My position never changed of where I put the ball. Here, my position changes, my loft hasn't changed until I actually make the motion. So, I'll show you right here. So if I put the ball up front, my ball's in the middle, now I change it to the front of my stance. My loft hasn't changed. My club, how it sits, how it rests, my effective loft is what it's called, hasn't changed. It's changed in my hitting zone. My club bottoms out here, now it comes through. That's where the loft is added, in the actual motion of the swing.
now if you lay it open,
Center of the face, lay it open.
yeah, but just still grip it the same way.
Still gripping the same way, except my hands are now laid open, right? But now it's pointed right, everything's changed. Now, I don't need to move it up to get loft, because now I'm probably going to thin it. It's going to bounce through and thin it.
Okay.
So it changes the loft at setup as opposed to in the motion of the swing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So now, I'm forcing my path to come inside, okay? Right? So your miss is now will either be right when you see it. All you need to know there is finish the swing. Or your miss will be out here and draw back to the target. So we're just trying to get your path from out here to in here, right? So when we hit one, it looks something like that. And then you can always check by your divot. You look at my divot here, it went right through the gates. So this is just the gate drill. Excellent. Awesome. So I spoke with you earlier about your miss being thin and right. When you're hitting it well, you hit a nice little draw. So one of the things that I want to talk about was your angle of attack and kind of impact and how those are kind of working, and that's where we're getting that low launching into the right miss. So what's happening, I think, is you said you tend to pull on the handle, which I think is very correct. So when you tend to pull on the handle, everything comes forward, and now my club is well in front.
Yeah.
What does that do to my face? My face is now open, and more likely I'm going to hit the upper half of the golf ball because I'm late, because my club is never getting down to the golf ball. So what I want to see is the club bottoming out at the golf ball, right? Because your path is good. But when you pull on the handle, with your path, it opens up the face more, and now you're going to hit middle of the golf ball, and you're going to get your thin and right. So that's a result of why your ball is missing like that. So one thing I want you to do